as your your strength. And how are you? Are you strong? Are you a lioness? Are you able? Because a lioness has to do with the heart, but sometimes it has to do with your courage. Are you are you able to be the strong and the strength to be able to walk through this journey of a warrior of light? Are you a warrior of dark? Or you do both? It's a hunt. It's like something in your past life can cause haunting of your childhood, teenage, partnership, relationship, marriages, friends, family, um, co-workers, whoever you're in the community. And sometimes it could be that hunt or the hunting of past life causes problems where you can't do your beginning. And sometimes you have to have a closure. Sometimes you have to meet that situation and make a door that has to be closed. Yeah, because if you don't, that door gonna keep on revolving, coming back over and over and over. That's with that. Sometimes I say, if we pay attention of the retrogrades, that we had all the retrogrades. Man, I know everybody in this world that had dreams here. This was about a, I don't know how to tell you, baby. Let me tell you something. Phew! Month of Libra with me of October. Baby, this ain't got nothing to do with weeds. I don't even know some one day it'd be in a book. Cause baby, my dream state had some wild situation of a hunt. Whew, I went through some. Woo, child. I, baby. I said, baby. Honey, this was something. I ain't gonna never forget this one. Cause baby, it was meant for me not to remember this one. Woo, child. All right. I don't think. Well, I just had to say, this was something. With that, caused me more humble, more gratitude, unconditional love. All money ain't good money. I'd rather to be peaceful in my skill. Teach his own. I choose this day, and I choose peace. And I want to give that to everybody. You know, you be going through a lot. You're not by yourself. Of these past life um, surrounds of things and cause problems, so you can go through your new beginning. And sometimes you know all of a sudden why you got to go through that, and you right at the time where as your beginning is right here. And sometimes it's always something trying to come interfere of your beginning. You gotta fight. The war is within you. When I say the war is within you, a spiritual warfare is not about others, but it is. But you the warrior. You're the one. You have to fight for everything you want in this life. And it starts with you. And if you say spiritual warfare is a war and it has a fair, and the fair has to do with you and your connection to who you choose or be around. So start with you. It has here. It says it's the it's like I said, of community is the society of the world. And when I say warlords, has to do with you, because a lord is a person that it is you paying bills or you bring it in. income. You become the Lord, okay? Now, I'm just telling you about a Lord is a person as a God, as a person as who you state who you are. And that's where I'm just giving you who the title is always with you. And as a collective, as a world, it's big. You know what I'm saying? It's big business, and even as well as our own lives, because sometimes we can make more than what it really is. You know what I'm saying? That's that thought or Mercury, the constantly moving all the time communication. Sometimes what you say cause problems come back to you. You get that karmic. So what you put out in this energy, it comes right back to you. And that's how it was already manifested when we started here. You know, slow to speak. That's probably what I wasn't supposed to say. But today is a very important day for me and for other people. Um, let's see. And everything we do is energy, and what we put out. And I mean, this energy is light is in energy and bad energy. So it's positive and negative. So how we look at things and how we put out in this world, what we see, what we hear, what we speak, how we feel emotional, in the earth, and we're on the stand of earth, and we put up in here. Have you noticed the world is tilt? It's on a wobble. It's not even on stand. You got where the planets is pulling the magnet to one side, like on the pain. Said he was talking about Coretha on the series pains. He said, "Oh, big Coretha, she was so big and she was very heavy, meaning the world can go one side and two." And he said she was so big. He said she's so big, she tilted every on one side. And he said, come on this side, because she was so big. You got to get on this side to try to balance the scale. It's very funny. I like stuff like that. Big, ooh, and the world is big. But I find out is other planets are way bigger than the world. Move on, go do your part. Anyway, I think I gave the information, but it also tells you it tells you that the vibration and energy of vibrations of a match. Sometimes there we go back to that twin flame again. I'm telling you about this woman and this man, and I'm telling you they is two tied. They two pieces of pie. They just the same. Sometimes you, like I said, you cast out something and you cast out something on a POL plenty of fish, and they cast out on that string and they got caught, and now they trying to take the fish back in the swamp or the other lake. Like, I don't want this fish. Put it back. I want the one I had before, because this ain't right. They figured out like, dang, I had everything I had. I messed up. Everything ain't for everybody. And when they figure it out, they used the wrong one. Now they like, man, I need to get back to my original. I need to go back to my gal. I got to get back to my man. Because this person ain't nothing connected to my old person. And you're like, we make mistakes, don't we? So sometimes we have to forgive yourself and forgive other people when they do something wrong, and try to make it right. All right, let's see anything in here. Let's see. It has something to do with star seeds. Are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen. So when you go on these seen and unveiling of these veils, oh, excuse me. I just look. I just because it's so quiet. Anyway, my son in here. We going in that veil. I got a little scared. I'm trying to get out of that scared cats. Because scared cats got to do with the courage, and I am who I am. But anyway. But when you're going through these valleys, going through the unseen, because like I said, the light need to know the dark. I'm telling y'all, with this light, too much light, you can't see nothing. You need to know the dark that you're able to still see through the dark. And it's okay to have your dreams. If your mind is already ready to fight, then how can you receive your dream if you're already fighting, shielding it? Everything gonna be fine. It's for me, for everybody else. See anything else in connected here? Let me see. It has to do with the unaligned and the survival and the well-being of Earth. Earth grounding to get yourself together. Meaning, you sometimes in your own constellation, in your own 12 signs, who you are, your star signs and everything, sometimes you have more deep watering and emotional, and you don't have no balance. And if you have so much water in your chart, you better get some garden, you better get something to ground you and get up in this ground and get in there and tilt this ground and put something in it. Because if not, you got some deep emotional of your past or even around you, past, future, or whatever. And try to keep yourself where you at a balance in your present. Your present is what's going to bring to your fruition and manifesting. Come on, somebody, in your dream state. All that gives you who you are and what you can be. You know, I always say stay in your north node. Stay in your north node. And whatever your sign is, stay in the north. Because the south node got to do with your past. Man, let it go. Let it go. Let's see. It says right here, some star seeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They're here to be, and he said, they're here to bring society, collectives, and communication and humanity back to harmony with the planet and the creator at large. If we tolerate, if we tolerate things in our own life that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add in misalignment of a planet. You know you in trouble. Let me just say that you know you done messed up, right? you done messed up, right? And that's for me, for everybody else. You know somebody been watching all that time. You know you in trouble, right? Either you gotta get yourself back together. Get yourself better. Get yourself back together. You know you wasn't supposed to be eating all that food. You know you wasn't supposed to be eating all that candy. You know you ain't supposed to be eating all that stuff. You know you ain't supposed to be eating all that pork. You ain't supposed to be eating all that beef. You're supposed to be very delicate. You better be light. Do the best you can. I ain't here telling you what to do. Do what's best for you. Because I'm going to do what's best for me. And all these rabbits, baby, there's like the rabbit and the Peter Paul and all is all in my backyard. I mean, I got them cabbages and stuff in here. I mean, tell you right now, I hope I get a squash. I mean, this Peter Cottontail with the hair is always around. Abundance is here. I'm so thankful and humble. So is you. Because what's for me and my energy will give it back to others. That's manifesting, baby. That's some 11 portal going on here with this new moon beginning. That's some love right here. Let's see. I think that's it. It says this is no easy feat. That's the feat. That's like what's that song called? It's a conquer. And with that, excuse me. Excuse me. This is no easy feat. That's a conquer. A person that conquer. It is a song. I forgot her name. It's a conquer. Where I can't play it. You can go on there. I forgot her. I think that's on. I forgot her name, but I forgot her name, but go look for that song, mean conquer. And about the feet, because you are conquered. And that mean everything you conquer is something that you got to fight for. It's the feet. Everything you want, you're going to have to fight for it. But it is so wild, both individual and for the planet. So, when I say we're here to give out love and condition and give out to uplift the whole world. And even the person that's speaking, you might not even want to speak. But if somebody chosen to do what you're supposed to do, you still got to do it, regardless how you feel about it. Because somebody else, your ancestors, your angels, and already put you as a staff to be able to teach. And I could talk about me because I was behind the scene for a long time. I had to look at a little spanking on behind on the bottom. But I'm here now. It says, what is it congruent in your life? And how are you being called to bring it back into harmony? Let me get up here and look at that information on congruent. Because like I said, I don't know everything. And it's nothing wrong with to be in line when you don't ask questions. I ask for everything. Whatever for me is for me. Congruent. It has to do with angles. Angles has is trying to be some type of angle. It says it's requirements of law. So if we come up with a congruent, that has to do with law. That's a universal love of law. I mean, that's law here. That's geometry of angles. Coinciding exactly when it's superimposed. That has to do with prime. And the prime has to do with semi. Semi is up under a prime. Prime is the prime and up under is semi. So this here got to do with the laws, and that means exactly what I said. If that your angels and your ancestry giving you a staff, you gotta do your part. And that is all I got to say on that. Now let's get on here about this hunt. Woo, baby. I said, they don't play. They don't play. They don't play. They don't play. Baby, when you playing with them, don't. I'm just saying. Ain't no job, baby. On that 12. 86, I got 8615. This is 12 here. You know, messing around with them. Like when they meant what they said. They ain't gonna say it again. You already know your job and mean what you're supposed to do in this out here. Hunter is a track down your fears and desire. Even it could be your hunt of your ancestors come hunting on you. Why are you in the shadow? Why are you in the dark when you supposed to be out in this light? What you doing? You know what your purpose is. Yeah, just right. It says right here, track down all of your fearful thoughts and feelings. And when you find them, you will find your desires too. Meaning a person, place, and thing, even in your dream state. Whatever was causing your problem and you didn't close those doors is a revolving door. You have to close those doors. I mean, your young when you was in your past life and when you was young and around your environment, even with your teenagers, even when you got married or people that you are around, family, friends, co-workers, whoever you meet, partnership, relationships, right? And it says here what it's about. Hunter is about based on based on my favorite. It has to do with Celtic, gods. It says Cernunnos. It says he is a stag of God. Stag is a horse, and also if it has to do with stag has to do with what? The arrow. That's Sagittarius of that of some type of God of the wild and represent of both. And that hunted and the hunter. Like I said earlier, it has to do with the hunter and something haunted. And similarly, the hunter helps you connect with the energy that both fearful and fearless. You can be fearful or you are fearless. That's a person that has that strength, like that lioness, and be as who you are. You mean you got that courage in order to stand. You gonna fight. Your fears are the only things that are standing between you and what you desire at the same time. Has to do with that standing. And I'm liking you standing on something, balance, and you fighting it. So whatever you want is in your new beginning. So you must have had to go through something in order to get your new beginning. Somebody was fighting behind, and you won. So you have to come face to face with them as the hunter does the wild animals and go beyond them. Then that's basically the questions I believe. I'm going to go back in because I know I got it. And it had to do with that oracle. And the oracle said it was coming into what was going on with you. And I think that was the beginning of the twin flame of that one. I believe I did that the first video. That's 10 from 48. That's 10. 10 got to do with the wheel of fortune. I tell you, the oracle is going to tell you what that. I'm telling you right here. It is wait for the important information. It says right here, be open and receptive to the information. Gather facts so that you can make a decision that is in line with your integrity. Integrity has to do with intelligent and what was coming out. So that just coming like everything is in order. And with that, have to do with that veil hunting in there. So looking at the questions on everything, and everything's online, and it's must go. So whatever that you was going through, question everything that you was trying to figure out, and you had to let it go. And that means everything is online and must go. Everything that you done put all around, all this stirring the pot, circling with the Mercury retrogrades and everything that you went through. We had the whole, do you know how many retrograde with this 2023? I'm saying, this planet is already, you couldn't do nothing. So that means you done been put in a position and you were dealing with them. And whatever you had to go through for things that you was holding things that you didn't to serve you. So everything, whatever thoughts of you was on you, it just didn't serve nothing. But you had to go through that. I'm talking about humble pie. Eat the cake, anime. Woo, child. Be thankful for him. Oh, merciful. I reference from all of them. That's why I say I put my time, man. I was like, no, I wasn't. I was doubting other people, but I was doubting myself when I knew it was so many stars. Don't let nobody be stuck. Be open minded. If you in scriptures and you in like I say, everything's in there. I say choose your day. You have a will, you have a choice to do things you want to. Don't allow nobody to be stuck. Anyone is there back in here? Let's give some other things about the fears and about how you can be fearless. It has to do with your confidence, and it has to do, as for strength, and use your power and make a difference in this world. And it also has to do with shadows, and then also um, has to do with the cower of a person. You can be cowardice or cower of shadows. And I think I done said everything about it. Because like I said, if you in this physical realm and you always think that everything is negative, that's what's gonna come to you. If you think all your dreams and everything and manifest in this whole world and this reality, and you think that everything that somebody else said is negative, then you believe in it. And like I said, a small mustard seed, and you didn't even read it, but somebody else said it, and you already agreed, then you just like them because you ain't done your part. I said kings and queens, they have to go and search out of a matter. Matter has to do with a particle. And show is little, just like a mustard seed. Same as he or she. Do your work. Everything that I say, go do your part. You are here just to do just like anybody else. We're here to uplift. You Everybody has been chose and selected. Yes, sir. Now, if you paid any attention, I think we're coming on reindeer stuff coming on here. Reindeer has to do with what? Ooh. I'm gonna show over to give it to you. So, yes, about this the reindeer games, and they got to do with the arrow, and then we're getting into that. I think they already got the movie right now. Let me see what it is. In the bowl. I'll get in a minute. Emperor in a marriage. And it's coming back as far as hmm. Sorry, trying to find the movie that I'm looking for. It's the it's like I said, it is the bow. I think what it is. It's called it's the Mockingjay. And I knew it. I was just trying to figure it out. It is the Mockingjay with the blue jay. And also it has the bow. And that is Sagittarius too. Um, so let's go on here. I have the messenger. The messenger is the Sirius energy bringing in harmony and balance. I think it's gonna be about two. balance. But anyway, that's the intuition. Two and two is intuition. So as you paid attention, you can't even see the face there. All you see is the air. You see the star, uh, and that is in the star seed. And you see those circles in there. That's like the star system in the galaxy. Also have the clouds, has the water, and it has his hands is open, and it has white. And these are like wings, water, however you want to call it. It's beautiful. And it's energy bringing harmony and balance. And what they have to do, it has to with she wolf. And she wolf has to do with unleashing the wild within. So that is connected to messenger. That's a message. And what the messenger is she wolf. She. She has to do with the S. S can also be with a snake. And snake, the energy don't always be negative. Snake means in our tradition, native traditions, has to do with knowledge. And you do your part. If you don't do positive, do negative, do both. But I'm saying it was always have to do with the knowledge. And knowledge has to do with the S, serpent, and has to do with serpent energy. Also has to do with the kundalini of the energy. Do your part. There's nothing wrong with searching out a matter. The kings and queens do. Um, Being the messenger of the message, and message has to do with the unleashing of the wild in within. You know, in the scripture, always talking about the in the wilderness. Some of these kings and queens had to go be in the wilderness. Oh Lord, I know about it. Oh my. Boy, that's when he talking about Nebuchadnezzar, and when he didn't bow down to the Most High, God or whatever you call God, Ra, whoever, whatever God you believe in, but the Most High put him in subjecting because his pride and his ego, won't he doing it? Who ain't nothing play? I know something. I know I ain't by myself. So let's go with the messenger. See what page we on here. Got that energy on this 11 portal on this new moon on Scorpio. That means that's when it's illuminate or something may be hiding. But with the new moon, it's going to bring as intuition and gonna bring in the beginning, right? Because you didn't know something was going through. You didn't understand what's going on this past month and didn't know, and I surely didn't know. I was like, "What is this all about?" But honey, I didn't already manifest. I said, "Okay, that was just had to go through these doors and closure of things, right? In order to do a new beginning, because you gotta let it go." So I'm gonna make sure I keep go over my videos, and I know sometimes, you know, it's just being myself. Soon later on, and I probably won't do it so long. 92. Now it has to do with hermit. It has to do with intuition, right? So a hermit is a person that be in, that's hermit is in September. Virgos. Sometimes also hermit can be also as a Taurus too. Just saying, some people like their own in their own environment. They don't, people come out and come back in. Also can be a Cancer too. So I say Taurus, Cancer, and Hermit. You know, some people like not to be around. Some people love to be in their own household. They come out, but they don't be out a lot. They like to be indoors. 92 is what? 11 again. Always is signals and constant, like I said, that is symbolizes and what connects to what I'm speaking about this portal. So it means it's a lot of things hermit. All right, I go in there. What the hermit is nine. Nine also has to do with feminine. Feminine is the number nine anyway. Feminine has nine in it. Nine come back again. Nine has to do with a Virgin planet. That's a Virgo planet. Yeah. It says you're a part of your lineage of souls who have dedicated their lifetimes to the upliftment of the planet and to return in time and again to see the light. It says the crystalline one or crystalline ones, the ones who are here to the planet and the sacredness of life back in, is to honor both of the sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deep reference back in. When I said I reference all at a point in my wedding, but after I done my part, that we have so many gifts. Don't close. Open your mind. You have gifted. You have the star seeds. You have everything power within yourself. Don't allow other people to close you off. You're open minded. You're able. You have gifts to lift up. You're able. You have the knowledge within you. Everything with you already know. It's just to awaken something you already know. Of awakening of this time. It says right here, ascended masters. Didn't I give the 22 in there? I gave you masters, intuition, moon, feminine, moons, and also is illuminate of light, of awakening. Also, I gave information about thought. It says right here, many ascended masters are thought to be connected to the energy of Sirius. And it says often appearing in a shade of blue. I'll connect. Surely is. And they hold the frequency of pure love, unconditional love, and are here to help masculine and feminine. And is the exist of, it says, excuse me, they help the masculine and the feminine exist in the harmony, and to ensure greater balance, to help us to see that we're all connected and the masculine and feminine energy exists within all. I keep saying repeat over and over again because I've already tapped in and I'm only going back what I already. I have not read all of these cards. Only one I did was one of the card in the first. It's just all is connected, and that is it's like a cheerleading. Sometimes you have cheerlead with your own self to know that you are all in line and you know everything that is in you. And sometimes our ancestors and the angels have to lift you up and to know that you trying to let you know you are okay. Let it go. You're able. You got everything within. And it says to help us to see that we're all connected, masculine and feminine energies within. You're being called to bring about the balance and harmony between masculine and feminine, to be a garden and harmony of balance of earth. Think of the whales traveling around the globe, sharing love through their healing and vibration song, and the unique notes that in their unique notes send balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. And like I said, that clear audience. And I mean, we're all connected. So let's go with she will release of the wild within, then the wilderness. She wolf. 72. And that's 9 again. That's Cancer, intuition. 7 and 2 is 9. Hermit again. And that's Virgo. Mhm. It says, let your wild side up and out. That means come on out of here. It's like, why you hiding there? Come on out and let everybody see who you really are. Unleash your own talents and your desires. She would represent as a shaman. I am a shaman. And what they used to call totem, or the staff that was given of native or traditions. And it's an archetype. That is a illusion. It says the illustration is inspired by several cultures. It's depicted as a half wolf and a half woman. She is the alpha and the female who is not afraid to stand out from the crowd and out. A crowd or in, excuse me. In this case, it's a pack. She is wild, unfiltered, and unfiltered. She encouraged you not to be trapped in the limited factors of weaker members of the pack, of those who are trying to be hunt you down because of your gifts. Didn't I say that? I know I said that. I'm gonna say it again. Let me tell you how we tapped up. I'm tapped up in here, baby. I'm so for sure. I done said that. This is right here. When they don't know your business, they create shit. I'm gonna say this again. When they, I hate to say that. Instantly just had to say that. When they don't know your business, they create shit. That means something stink. They create. See, now I tell you about this doppelgangers and people that watch, because they only watching about your achievements, all right, and what's for you of your new, because you done your work. That means all the times in your trials and tribulation in your shadow that you've been working, everything that you've done, you was doing your work, and while other people watching you, and they want to use your achievements that you've done the work. And yes, they can. But at the end, guess what? How long another person is going to watch another person for achievements while they don't do the work? Uh-huh. And then they may get some. But guess what happened? They karma come back to them. But with me, my karmic, I look at it like this. Anybody that's a karmic around me and watching of my achievement, you made me better. So I'm saying congratulations and thank you for watching of my achievements. So what you did made me a better person, and I'm a cheerlead on that and say thank you for the karmics. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you about that fear stuff. That fear is illusional. Fear lasts as a person that stands, as a courage to stand. I mean, have a lot, but I'm gonna fight against for everything for me. You should be the same. Let me go back on this thing about this, cause honey, that night is getting low. I had to turn on something bright. It says right here, she encouraged, you not to be as trapped by limited factors of weaker members of the pack. You know, the weaker of the pack. You know, that means somebody is don't have enough strength. All right, in their environment, somebody has to be the leader. And it says, are those who are trying to hunt you down because you have gifts and they don't like or understand. Like I say, they don't know me like that. You don't know me, you don't know me, you don't know me. That's why I say they always trying to figure out. Want to know. That's that when and they don't know your business and they create a mess. I'm saying don't understand about you because I'm different and unique. I have been set aside for what was already made in place. See, that's for you too. And I say you are different and unique. And that don't mean you have to follow everything in this world. Stand up who you say you gonna be. And everything, it may not be, everybody not like you, everybody ain't for you. That's why I say everybody ain't for you. But it's somebody for you though. That are they are connected. Okay. Everybody is not for you, but you is somebody that's connected to you. All right. She represents the energy of wilderness. Excuse me. She is the represent of the energy of wilderness and the unknown. We are so tapped up in secrecies of the moon. And the unknown in Scorpio has to be the mystery. You know, when you're in Scorpio, if you're doing your North Node, it is a, everybody want to know who these people. It's like who these people, who these people, you know, and like who is she? Who is a storyteller? I'm like, man, they watch so much. They might even put the like, but they show viewing. Who is a storyteller? Who is she? Unknown mystery. Scorpio. She gonna know it all. Not to be pride and ego, just to know. Is I'm gonna fight for certain things and some things I ain't gonna fight. But it said encourage. I want to uplift my people and the universal law. That's what I'm here for. I ain't for all that other stuff. Because I don't like to play in the reindeer all the time. If I'm going to play in the reindeer, it's going to be a reason why I'm fighting in it. I can say it again. If I'm going to play in a reindeer, it's going to be a reason. And it ain't not, it's got to be something to do with me. But if it's something about it's not going to help myself, all money ain't good money. I choose peace. Moving on. So it says right here, the energy of the wilderness and unknown and encourage you to be free and unchained. Then what talking about that unconditional love without being chained? I told you on that pole, throwing that thing on sacred with the sacred and the pole, the reel, and where you casting a pole in a line in the water, POF, plenty of fish. I'm telling you, somebody want to be, you know how you sit up here and you go, I love fishing, okay, okay. So, hate to say that, but I still like fish. I'm sorry, certain things I like, if fish with a bone, that's what I want. That's what type of fish I like to eat. I do some catfish, but we gotta have some blue channel. If it ain't got no blue channel, I don't want it. But mostly I like perch, crappie, and bluegill, and another little lake for as lake water. I love snap. Little things I like. But as far as me, I stay with the vegetarian, um, trying to change my life, make everything light. Does that make sense? To each his own. Because I'm not in here judgment. Baby, do what you need to do. Because it's real tight out here. So, as far as unchained and beyond boundaries, me open mind and don't be so bound, you know, and release and an animal energy within and track down, release, track down what you need to do to express your true self. So, sometimes I've said your ancestor warrior came to track you down and try to get you in some like release of things that you don't need. I'm saying that's if some. Baby, I'm telling you about that hunt. Baby, trick or treat. Smell my feet. Because that's where we're going to trick or treat and smell my feet. Give me some good to Give me some good to eat. Because that seems like We came for Trick, Tree, and Scarface, Vagabonds, and baby, the Wiz Locks, and everything else with the moon, baby. I'm telling you, it was straight up Freddy Krueger and Jason. And baby, I don't think Freddy Krueger and Jason had nothing to do with my dream. Baby, they ain't got baby. I'm still here by His grace and mercy. Let's get this car, get out of here. I got lost lands here. Y'all, lost has to do with low. It has to do with the saint. Believe in. It says lost lands has to do with soul memories of gifts. You've done the it said you've done this before. I say that's the note. Knowing has to do with awaken. I mean, how can awake something unless you fear? The only way you're gonna get awakened is you fear less. That means you have the strength, a courage to do that with your heart. It has to do with your heart. It has to be open minded. It has to be a heartbeat. Here we go with this wolf again. Wolf and a fox. She wolf and fox. And it says spirit fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Changing time. It's a song in here. Yeah, I think y'all know it, but it's a woman, and I'm trying to say changing times. I believe Prince wrote it. Girl, it's been a minute, but it's about changing times. It's a beautiful song. I may be lying or not giving all the information, but it's a beautiful song. So it has the soul. It has memories, your talents, changing of times. And you've done this before. Changing times, it's like the wheel of fortune. It turns, it turns. So let's get on here. This one here, and I'm gonna leave this in here. I'm gonna give a little bit, and y'all can do y'all part. Cause I got something else here. Lost lands here. It's on 90. Back in Hermit again, them Virgo and them nines with that moons, baby. Hey, hey, hey. Maybe I get excited. Excuse me. It says here, the world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us have experienced ancient eras on the planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the remembrance of gifts can come flooding back. Ooh, baby. I say you stay in your present, but the future is behind, but then your past is behind. So that means it's circling. Hey, 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 baby. Yes. At the stage of Earth timeline, we need the wisdom and the ancients to survive as a species. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul and feel guided to make change in your life, to step into a new career path that's birth of a creation of bringing in an ideal to life. But feel unprepared. This card is calling you consider that you've done this before. The soul of wisdom beyond lifespan, imagine, intuitive hits, ideas, receiving, divine, and like I say, divine guided, chosen star seeds, 777 in this world. So you think lost says lost lands exist in a past. Others believe they exist today. Different dimensions. I talk about the dimensions of the star seeds of the celestials. I talked about that. Experience. People that been through. that has to do with lost lands, Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalion. Has to do with all the avatars. It has to do with the Lemurians. Has to do with I just put that in there. I put this. I don't have other ones, but these are different star seeds. I put it on one of the videos. It's just telling you to unlock of your forgotten of the wisdom soul gifts that's been lifetime and past. So some of this past is coming back. So ain't no need to fight. It is about you. I know what was done before. Don't mean you have to be in this present. That's just something past. You used to went there. That was that old person, and now become new. So some things has to be closed because you're not the same as you used to. You become as a better version of it. So then let's do a spirit fox. I mean, get in here. Ooh. 78. That's Cancer and Leo. It also has 15. 15 has to do with the what they call goat. The person is creation that is doing the work. You know, that person is working, doing their job, building, and is it's that. I mean, it climbing up a hill, that mountain. Also, 1 and 5 still come back as a hierophant, teacher, marriages, spring. I say Taurus. It says, trust your talents in changing times. Stay alert. It says, stay alert as change is in the air. So it's saying, hey, hey, what's happening? That means alert, alert, alert. 8 is the beginning. You mean you looking? Look, for somebody watching. Hey, the spirit fox features my favorite animal of all time. The red fox is amazing, resilient creature able to survive the urban environments or freezing temperature. It's getting cold, y'all. No, I know. I'm just like the weatherman. I know, and I know. Yeah, I don't know, baby. It's gonna be real cold. I feel it. Now, for me, this might be a cold Christmas for some of the traditions. I'm just saying, cause I feel something. I don't mean be alright. I'm just saying, I know what I feel. And it said, amazingly resilient creature able to survive the urban environments of freezing temperature of the Arctic. Oh. Hey, it's getting cold, y'all. Getting cold. And now I'm in Texas. Texas getting like we get our stuff like in January, February, nice. I don't know. It may be different. It says forces know what is like is to be hunted. For centuries they have been sought for a precious for when all they want is to do is survive. When you being hunted as in the veil, or we're coming from light going into the shadow, and now the time is more longer, and in sometimes people in the hunt time they always linger of dark going to light and light going in the dark, and sometimes the light have to deal with dark, and doesn't mean that you have to run. It's just sometimes people want to hunt into your energy. Said it. It says right here. It says sought for precious for when all they want to do is is to survive. So the spirit fox can help you overcome the energies of adversity. I mean, I told you, as like I say, when you come about these adversary, adversary, that mean these powers and powers of like I say, adversary or adversary, meaning that these people have powers to do other things, right? And powers to be, and unfair of treatment of a haunted. What goes around comes back, baby. But it don't do nothing to make another person of light. Then it ain't gonna do nothing to make you better. You got the strong and strength to do it. You got the heart to do it. No weapon form may be formed, but doesn't mean it can form. But it can go right back the person that spoke it out, thought, think, felt, hear, and go right back. So, and it also has to do with the urban foxes hide in cities and go about their business. In the dark hours, and the fox offers to medicine of blending in. Now, when we come in a fox, I'm in Allen. And with Allen, just to be honest with you, we always get foxes all the time. And they all around this time you can hear them woo in the moon, and you hear them. But with that, in the dark hours, it means more hours of a hunt, and where people used to go hunt and put food on the plate. Some people still do that, some people don't. But if they're not putting hunting for something to put as a food on the plate in the house, then they hunting for something else. Either it's the energy. All right. So this has to do hunt, going through a veil. We got my Scorpio, the mystery of the Scorpio, of a new moon. In the beginning has to do with the portal twin, family relationship, communication, Mercury, Virgo has a lot. But with all of that has to do with gifts and achievements. And I also told you about somebody that don't know you, trying to figure out who you are and your achievements and what your energy is, and how people can and try to um, cause adversary that start mess, but don't do nothing to make a person made better of your achievements, light and dark. So, all the information that I gave here, it has here, it started with of a star seed, and it has to do about you as a chosen, a guided, chosen star seed, to do your work. No weapon form can be formed, but make you better. Doesn't mean that people is to be feared about of negative and karmics and different things of that such. It don't work. It only stay for a little bit, but at the end, your light is always shining out here. So, lifting the veil, Hunter, and it was the messenger, message of Shewa, and it has lost lands and spirit fox, and all of that has to do with about the portal. All right, so let's go in here. I did that one. I have some other stuff that I put on here. I put in here the new moon in here. New moon in the Scorpio, which has to do with rebirth. Has to do with sowing seeds, which I had in a video, and it has to do with new moon. It has to do with the Scorpio, which is the outcome of the reconnect of your passions about you yourself, about your sometimes Scorpio, and a hermit, and I could say Taurus and Cancer. Sometimes it's a lonely journey. especially when you're different and unique. And sometimes you feel like your uniqueness cause problems with other people. Sometimes it's because you try to protect yourself, because you don't believe that other people don't have the same gifts like you have. But it is somebody for you. But everybody's not for you, but it's somebody is. And you can do the best and a best cheerleader for yourself. Lift your own self and lift yourself through your own veil of your light, through the shadows of dark. And if you can sit there as a light can stay in the dark, you can do anything. Be as a magical as a person, and it says here to let's see. Um, I say cosmic is to transform, which has to do with the five. Five have this things of dark, and it has to do with the mystical of magic. And with that, it has a little sting on there too. That's the cosmic sting, transform, intuition. And like I said, my mama used to say, and with that is a person named Junior. Junior is the person that is the artist. And with the Junior has to do with June, Gemini, has to do with twins, lovers, relationship, communication, and Mercury, and also is Mercury is also with communicating, also with Virgo too. With that, Junior has to be what is in the tarot, which would be a minor. That could mean somebody is younger. And when you at a younger time, then you raise up. You come from younger and you become adults. And sometimes adults be acting out younger. But then in the scripture tells us the that the we were supposed to keep something of youth being an adult, because if you so adult, that means you can't be able to 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 achieve, that not able to listen or shamai. You're not able to understand when they're teaching you, or your ancestry or your angels trying to teach you something. You're not able, because you could be adult, think you know, when we supposed to be to listen and understanding and unconditional love. But in my portal today has to do with my mother, and these are my parents. My parents and adults has been I lost a lot of my family, but my kindreds are still here. So today was about my mama used to say a lot of things, and she always with the that was my favorite song when I was young, and I used to dance the whole. I danced all. That's all I did was dance. And Mama used to say, "Take your time, young man." Mama used to say, "Don't get to rush to get old." Mama used to say, "Live your life." And the heart um, of it, of to my understanding of dark of shadow. I mean, your heart sometimes you be hiding it. You be trying to shield it, and you don't want to. You the mystery. You don't want everybody to know who you really are. Also, you know, when we talk about Junior, and also as a person can be scared to get married in this marriages of a twin flame, you know. Also with the stars, I had 1144, and I love the song or the kindred. You know, has to do with the family soul with the stars, kindred, family and soul. It has to do with my family, intuition, justice, and protection of love. It's just a reminding of love. So when I hear that song, and it's one for it's like five, I think 510 in there. Five is marriages and wills and contracts, and has to do with with the wheel of fortune, and altogether come back five as teacher and family. Been giving you the staff to teach, but with it, it tells me and my family that I reminding of kindled spirits that surround me in my heart. And today is it's kind of heavy, but it's light because I don't let go a lot of stuff. But with it, I also had some genuine in there. If you've seen that on, I put that on one of the about the Story Brothers, and I just give you information about that. Also, the best man on one of the movie, and it says I can be the best man is like I can be, and also I have something in there about another song called Elaine. It's called Shine Song. You can go figure that out on YouTube. Her name is Elaine. My mother, like I said, her name is Elaine. And also SO, I have the SO band here. Tell me if you still love me. What that is, 7 minutes and one. So 7, 3, and 4. I have 44 with best man. That's the minutes on here. So that's protection of relationship. So 7 is forward chariot. Also has to do what you see. These and this is on here on clairaudience that I put that on here. I ain't gonna write all that on the thing. I always try to put everything out, but I ain't gonna doing all that because I think I already did on here. It's almost 2:12. Also, it says new moon, and it says true to want to live. You choose this day. You want to live today in the present and express what we need is a desire, and it's talking about ready for your life and be able to give out to everybody else. It's time for you. It's your time to listen of true and intuition. You can gain clarity of your goals and desires. It's a new moon. It symbolizes new beginnings and perfect energy. You start something new and get off in a great start. Identity is obstacles of challenges and action, steps and support. New moon also is manifested as good and also leaving behind things is bad. Also is release of new birth, a phase of a moon cycle. It has to do with Scorpio. Just as intuition endures, North Node in Scorpio devices on oneself love, compassion of love. The moon knows that things it is illuminating or hard to face. Sometimes it's hard, but just stand. Just let it go. Let everything fall, and let it all fall and it get back up. It doesn't want you to push too, too far all. You know how sometimes you be so far and be all around. Sometimes you be in emotional, and you got to come back and ground yourself. So also, it tells you about the rabbit. I keep saying that rabbit. I'm telling you about that energy, and it's a calendar of rabbit. That means everybody is the energy is to be fertile. It means to sow in the seeds in your future. Universe is your side. Success is within reach. A rabbit is, like I say, if a person is a rabbit, it's a person is hopping on one foot, right? And then you got the puppet master. And puppet master could be the adversary, and the rabbit is the person is fertile. One is watching the rabbit what they do, and also the puppet master can be the wands. The wands is a person is the sacred. That means the staff or whatever. Somebody's watching over of a fertile of a sowing of seeds, right? That means that's your abundance. But with the puppet master of the adversary or adversary can be as a masculine too or a feminine, but it's always about the earth angel. Sometimes um, a masculine may have messed up and choose the wrong one, and some could have been the feminine and messed up and 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 let go of the masculine that is the earth angel. So now that I gave everything out here, the bravery, I'm just saying to everybody, our 2 hours on you here, intuition, giving out the information about the love, portal of love, healing, guests, and give you information and having a questions of this energy, this love energy, light energy, union, marriages, twin flame, calling. Please don't give up. I'm here. And sometimes you need something needs a breakthrough. It's an understanding. Are you basically not trying to understand of your twin flame journey? Or do you believe in it or not? Most of this is different and people don't understand it, and either they know it, they just don't want to deal with it. Well, honey, what's your gifts and what you went through in your past life is between you and yourself and the other person. Either they gonna love you or they gonna hate you. One of the two. Or you can come together and make some beautiful things and just get along. Because that's all it's gonna be. Well, that's all. I have gave out some information, astrology, tarot, oracles, give information about the new moon of Scorpio, the portal, new beginnings. I done gave everything that I could. It's 2 hours on here. You don't always have to use a whole. You can use every 30 minutes, but it's just giving out information. I try to give it all that I could. Just that's who I am. I just don't do a person that read cards as for tarot cards. It's so much. I just bring whatever I pick or a card or whatever. I just try to give everybody um, the gifts that I have to give to other people, and you can do the same. And that's all. And I just want to say I'm so thankful and humble and gratitude that people are listening on my videos and who I am. So very, very, as you can see, long-winded as this girl who I am. But I have went through something, and not to be in silent and to be in the shadow or